So today we have Itel it2163D and we are going to be unboxing it. Do subscribe without wasting more time. Let's get into it. So coming to the unboxing experience, I'm just going to be quiet. So at the end of the unboxing, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this phone. I really hope you really enjoyed the unboxing experience, and I'm going to speak about this phone in general, in terms of the price, the specs, and more. So let's come to the cost of this phone. So this phone costed me $9.27, and the color we have here is deep blue. So let's come to the build quality. So this phone, it's a plastic build everywhere from the front and the back. It's a plastic build, so there's nothing special about the build quality. So coming to the memory card wise, so in this phone we do have an option to put a micro SD up to 32 GB. So coming to the SIM card wise, so in this phone we do have a dual SIM. Display wise, we do have a TFT 1.77 inches with 120 by 160 pixel. So coming to the design wise of this phone, so at the top we do have our touch. So coming to the sides, both sides have nothing. So at the bottom we do have your USB port and also your earphone jack. So this phone is nice overall to look at, as you can see. So I think that the design is not bad. So this phone does open at the back, as you can see, so that you can look at the battery wise. So this phone does have a 1000 mAh battery. I like the fact that you can remove this battery and fill it with your hands. So after removing the battery, now you can see clearly the components that were hidden below the battery. And you can easily put back this battery into this phone without any instructions, and also it's so fast and quick. So this simplicity is much more appreciated, and also it's so amazing doing it. So if you haven't noticed, we do have a camera in this phone. I'm not saying this because I think it's better, but let's try it. So taking a photo and even going to the camera, it's slow. I'm not even sure if you can even see, but let's try it. So I'm just making sure that I'm getting the right angle. So let's be real, so I don't think this is the area where we want to spend much time on this phone. So the inclusion of the camera at the back does make this phone appear nice, but I don't think the functionality of this camera is useful. So let's talk about other things that this phone does include, like the internet. Yes, you can able to browse around in this phone in terms of the internet. You can able to search whatever you want to search as long as you have data. Yes, also do have Facebook included. You can also go to Facebook in this phone. So some things will require you to put a micro SD as a must. So for example, changing wallpaper in this phone will require you to put a micro SD card. Also audio player and also video player will require a micro SD card. So I only found 3 selling points about this phone that were mentioned. So the first thing that was mentioned was the touch. So they said it's bright enough. So the second thing is FM radio. So you're going to be able to use FM radio wireless. And then lastly is the battery. So since this phone has 1000 mAh battery, so they say with the battery can last you up to 10 days without charging the phone. Also to mention, we do have our speaker next to the camera. And also we do have Bluetooth in this phone. So I've been using this phone for 2 weeks before I even finish making this whole video, so that also I can share my experience about using this phone. So what I've noticed about using this phone is that the battery does make a difference in this phone, especially if you're going to be receiving phone calls and also receiving messages only. So make sure you also turn on the power saving mode in this phone, which is called the Super Power Master. This also does help you to achieve those 10 days, 8 days without charging this phone. Another thing I wanted to share is the speaker. So the speaker that is in this phone is not bad. Even if I cannot say it's high quality, but listening to FM radio or your own music, at least it does accommodate you. So in terms of functionality, so this phone, it will feel fast. So going to your daily apps, it's gonna feel fast. So bear in mind that this phone doesn't get any software updates. So these type of phones can last you forever if you can take care of them nicely. Another thing I wanted to share is the touch. So the touch in this phone is really bright actually. So charging this phone, so this phone will feel hot while charging it, which is normal for these types of phones. So will I recommend anyone to buy this phone? Yes, I would recommend anyone to buy this phone in terms of backup, if they want to, of course, because I feel like these phones are good for receiving phone calls and also receiving messages. And the last thing is that these phones are so really cheap. Thank you for watching. Make sure you give this video a like and also subscribe to my channel. See you on the next video.